Alright guys, what is up? It is Josh. Welcome back to another video. In today's video, I'm going to be showing you guys a really cheap alternative to the Elgatos if you're not able to put out, the $220 that it costs for an Elgato. If you're just getting a dual PC setup, that kind of stuff, this is a super good alternative. I'm going to structure this review video in 3 parts. 1 being the actual unboxing. 2, I'm going to show you how to actually set up the card, how to connect it, how to get all the settings configured, that kind of stuff. And 3, we're going to finish off with a bit of a gameplay test in Fortnite on my PC. Quickly before the video starts, if you guys are new to the channel and you want to drop me a sub, it's completely free for you guys to do. Don't forget to smash the like button as well. Give me some feedback in the comments, and I hope you guys enjoy the video. Alright guys, so it is a bit of an unconventional angle for the actual unboxing. I haven't really done an unboxing at this angle. I'm trying to kind of fit into the camera, but it's a bit too low. I gotta try to get a bit of my desk in. But just in the packaging itself, I'll show you the box real quick. It's just the cloneralliance flint 4K, just like that. Has all the details in the box about the 1080p, all that good stuff, all the basic information about it, and it's just in a cool little cardboard box, just standard. So I'm going to open it up, and just right here we can see it does have the thing where it says, the different features of it. It has QR codes, it has the other stuff, the manual, and then the capture card itself, which is super small. I wasn't actually expecting it to be this small compared to the Elgato. The Elgato is a lot slimmer. This one seems to be a bit more of a box design. The actual outputs on it, there is a HDMI output, an HDMI input, as well as a mic, line out and a line in, and a USB Type-C, which I'm assuming is the power cable. I'm gonna lift this up, yeah. And then it comes with a bunch of actual adapters. So there's a USB Type-C USB adapter, so that's for the power cable, I'm assuming, just like that. That will power the thing itself. And then we'll also have to configure the HDMI cables to actually pick up the recording on our PC from our streaming PC, and the Xbox to the streaming PC, that kind of stuff, just for recording. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to try to set it up. I'm going to try to walk you guys through the actual setup itself. And and then I'll actually get into the more gameplay part of the video. Alright guys, so welcome to cable management land. Obviously you can tell that my cable managing is on point. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to try to explain how you can actually set up this capture card itself. So the first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to actually connect the power cable, which is this little USB Type-C to actual USB cable right here. So what we're going to do for that, we're just going to plug in this USB Type-C to the capture card itself, firmly plug it in, and then obviously the USB will go into our PC, which is what we're going to want to have it powered by. And what we're going to also do is we're going to grab an HDMI cable. We're going to need both of them. One's going to go from the capture card in to the HDMI of that, and then we'll have it go to my streaming PC, which will have it pick up the actual PC gameplay from that. So I'm going to quickly do that. Obviously you can see my cable management is on point because I've been doing a lot of rearranging of my setup, so don't roast me in the comments. I wouldn't appreciate if you guys did that. It makes me very sad. But I will see you guys once I have it all configured. Hopefully I don't end up punching something and breaking something in my setup because I'm getting frustrated moving all these wires around. I'll see you guys once I have it set up. Alright guys, so once it has been unboxed, obviously you're going to want to set it up. So I'm going to show you quickly how you can actually set the card itself up. So all you got to do is have the HDMI from your PC plugged in to the capture card. So this will be your main PC. You're going to want one of the HDMIs plugged into the capture card, and then you're going to want the USB Type-C plugged into the capture card going to your streaming PC, and that's what's going to move the signal from it. Obviously I have it connected right now because you can see my screen. And another crucial setting is you want to have your display settings open up right here. You're going to come over to here. You're going to let it load up. It was just being glitched. And then you're going to want to make sure that your displays are on duplicate these displays, not extend, because if you have it on extend, then the capture card will be almost like a second window. So you're going to want to make sure it's duplicated so you can see the same exact screen on this as the capture card. And once you have that, you're good to go. And for the audio, what you're going to want to do, you're going to open your sound settings, go to sound control panel. For recording, you're going to come down here at the stereo mix. You're going to right click on it, go to properties, and you're going to want to listen to this device. You're going to check that, press apply, and make sure you play back through the capture card. And that is very important. Make sure you do that. And if you don't see stereo mix, it's because your audio drivers aren't updated. So make sure you head on over to Realtek's website, update your audio driver so you're able to redirect your audio through the capture card itself. and it should just be good. Once you're in OBS on your streaming PC, it should work like that. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a bit of a gameplay test inside of Fortnite on my main PC, just so you guys can get a feel of how the card actually performs. So I'll see you guys in there. Alright guys, so after some experimenting with the audio output settings, that kind of stuff, I've managed to connect it from my main PC to my streaming PC, which is what I'm recording with right now. So what I'm going to do, I do have it connected. I was kind of struggling with the audio settings a bit before, but I did kind of experiment with it and get it to work. But I'm just gonna free build in Fortnite just for a second, so you guys can get a sense of what the actual card is capable of doing in terms of recording. I am just gonna free build to about max height just for a second. You can see I am a pro gamer on keyboard and mouse, and I know there's a lot of people that watch my Xbox, 120 FPS video, and they're roasting me because I had to play controller, and they're like, "You're so bad, you play controller," that kind of stuff. But this card, from what I'm seeing on my other screen, it needs a bit of maybe a color filter, because it seems a bit bright on my second monitor. I can see the preview in OBS on my second PC. But yeah, that's pretty much that. I'm just gonna show you what it looks like on Epic settings real quick, on all Epic, just so you can get a sense of what it's like capable of doing on these Epic settings. But yeah, I am running. Let me turn on my FPS real quick. I have my FPS capped at 180 right now. I'm running about 160, and the capture card should be picking up whatever it's picking up. You can see, just like that. But it seems like a really good alternative to the Elgato. Alright guys, so what is up? It is Editor Me the day after. Unfortunately, the recording stopped on my second PC because my hard drive filled up with space, but I wanted to make some final last points before I ended off the video kind of thing about the capture card itself. First off, I wanted to talk about the recording. The recording I found was honestly really good considering the graphic settings that I was on my PC, and the capture card seemed to be able to keep up with that and pick up all the high frame rates, that kind of stuff, all the different graphic settings that I changed. I did go to Epic settings eventually, but it was able to keep up with that. I'm super impressed with that considering what its price is. Second off, I just wanted to comment on the actual functionality of the capture card itself. It was super easy to set up. All I had to do was plug in two different wires, one from my main PC to the capture card, and then one wire to the streaming PC itself. And then I just had to mess around with a few audio settings. I will link another video in the description if you guys want to check that out and you're having difficulties with the short guide that I did in this video in terms of setting it up. But this is a really good capture card for your gaming. Make sure to head on over to the description. I'll have the links for that in the description if you guys want to check that out. So be sure to go head on over to the links that I'll have in the description. Shout out to the people over at cloneralliance for giving me a chance to review this for you guys. Drop any questions you guys have in the comment section. I'd be more than happy to answer them, and I'll see you guys later. Peace out.
We gon' get the bag. And now on my back, she like living fast. She wanna fall with me cause we getting cash. I hit that bitch raw, did that and I passed. I did not learn shit in that motherfucking class. I put that bitch like a bag.